Hi everyone. Today is November the 11th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. Happy Veterans Day to those of us who have served. Hoping it's a really great day for those of us that have the day off. Enjoy it. Markets are really running, so let's go through what I'm seeing in the charts. First of all, it is, of course, buy the dip. We're coming into some pretty interesting moves. So what I've done with these rectangles is show the areas of breakout and retest from the entire range of motion. Okay, and so here is this box. We had the high to low, and then the breakout, and then the shallow retest. So this is what's going to make this box. I've duplicated it up here. It gives us 6,306 as the target upside. We're getting really close to a big fat round number at around 60.50, and we are walking the edge of a Bollinger Band, which we can't see because I don't have it up here. So what is the storyboard? It is buy the dip. Where are the dips going to get very interesting? They're going to get interesting at the close of on Friday, which is around, what is that? 6023. Okay, so pullbacks to that area look great. You might go, Anne-Marie, that's almost 30 points away. Yes, but this is a very interesting formation. You can chase it up, but you want to be light and tight. Although we can run higher, the pressure of moving up higher is going to affect price action fairly significantly in my mind. So it is buy the dip, but you want to be light and tight with the upward edge at 6075. If we lose 6022, we could chop a little bit sideways, but a lot of things are unknown. A lot of shorts are really getting squeezed. And if we draw, I'm not going to keep this here, but if we draw Fibonacci from this last expansion wave, we can see the 1618 at 60.50 is right where we sit right here. So I think that's a really nice area to say, you know what, let's wait, see if they break out, you can chase it down. All right, not buying before the open. Let's take a look at the NQ. All right. Same sort of thing, wave action here, and then the retest of the breakaway. So that gives us the box. And now we just move up. We move up the chain. And so I'm going to slide this to the north a little bit. I put it down here because we dipped into the box significantly, but I think it holds because of the test of 20,025 several days ago. This is also pullbacks are buy zones with the close of that Doji Friday at 21,226. That's going to be a really nice region for us to start stalking some longs, right? We'll take a look there, and close of this region below of 20,933 might be a pullback formation because it matches this edge. There's also some real liquidity sitting there at 20,978. Pullbacks are buy zones. Watch for the fade to see if it holds the close of Friday. If it chases out, it could be another group of short sellers, and that region is going to send us up into 21,500. Let's draw a Fibonacci at this wave, the first rotation, and see where we end up. We broke past the 1618, which is 21,150-ish. Next line in the sand is 2, and that's 21,800. So that's what we're looking for from price action events there. Let's go to the YM. Doing the same thing, right? This wave, this shallow wave here, it also retested, but this bigger wave is the one that I'm watching. Now, you might go, it doesn't seem like anybody's retesting right here. This, we're going to consider the retest of this edge. It just never came back into the value area high and just continued to move up. Right now, we are looking at a test, 44,280. That's also the edge of the box. Something else that tells me, hey, listen, just be a little cautious about just racing in long. Look for the fades, pick them up, small size, and then take them into your forward targets. All right. Right now it is moving up, but this wave down also tells us we could easily retest 43,522. Okay. If I draw a Fibonacci on this breakaway, I'm going to remove this one. It shows us right at the top of that 44,280 area, and then just above it, the next one, 2.618, which is 46,102. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Pullbacks into 44,000 even could bring some buyers in there. This is a very aggressive move, and so at some point, the short sellers are going to throw in the towel, and there's going to be less energy to shove it to the north, because long buyers normally wait for the retest of formations to go long in this current market. Let's take a look at oil. Oil, absolutely fading. A lot of CTAs, that's commodity technical advisors, they are very short oil, and that makes sense to me. My thought is that the administration that's going to come in is going to make it a lot easier to take oil out of the ground and move it. And so that's going to give us more oil, which is really a good thing, just me personally speaking, because we need energy to move the economy. And if we have a cheap input, we're going to have something pretty interesting. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people seeing this inverted head and shoulders. If that's the case, 66 on the bottom, 78 on the top, that's $12 from here, and that puts us at 54 bucks. I don't think that's going to happen, but that is a calculation. And if we use this area of heavy congestion and we frame it down, we can see that that's right at 54. So measured move says also a possibility, but we'll see. I just measured the shoulder areas. We'll see what happens, right? This zone is very important. The fact that we could not stay up over 73, the fact that we could not stay up over 70.50, all of those things showing breakdown, breakdown, breakdown. I think this is a continued short into the front line of support at 66, where it held in September and October, and then again in October. We'll see. That'll be the first place to take profit on the short. And then, of course, liquidity below at 65 and 63.60. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold, what about gold? Value area very far below. This ran up like a freight train. The dollar is on the rise, and this could be the beginning of a head and shoulders pattern, which, if it is, this is the bottom of the shoulder, 2,600. Top of the shoulder, 2786. That's a lot of motion. Okay, that gives us. Now tomorrow in our update, I'm going to get more granular. We'll go to the 1 hour charts, but that puts us all the way down here at 2430. Interestingly enough, that's where the liquidity is sitting. If I draw Fibonacci, probably not going to give me. Yep. There it is, all the way up to, yeah, almost 350. And now we may very well likely walk down this patch, right? If we bounce here, right, this is the retest of the area. If we bounce here, we're headed back to 2,800 again. All right, let's take a look at SPY. I talked about SPY earlier today, big fat round number at 600. We could have ourselves a little blow off top. Listen, I believe that short sellers and quick time frame traders are running the show right now. Okay, a lot of longer term traders might be jumping in, but they're going to have small size and they're going to cut as soon as it loses the support zone. So what is that? Well, we could say it's the close of yesterday, but I suspect it's the close of Thursday, which is around 595. Pullbacks or buy zones. We could chop around into 590, but there is clear motion for us to come back in and fill in this area between 580 and 588. All right, So really bullish, says buy the pullbacks. Every dip's been bought. We don't need to think that that's going to change in the near term. A lot of people went short on Friday because somebody said 8 times out of 8, and it went viral all over the place. It said 8 times out of 8, when an election is over and we have a huge move up, we have a significant fade in the following week. Maybe a lot of people went short on Friday. They're going to have to buy to cover. That's going to give us one more punch to the upside. This is the last move that I'm looking at. It has not retested it, and that's all the way down at 502 for the Qs. Okay, so if I were to use the big box, which we're going to show right here, right? Oh, I hate it that this doesn't do that properly. Hang on a second. Okay, if we do that and we clone it, you can see that we're almost at the top of that range. Okay, and if we do it again, we're going to see the breakaway that takes us all the way up into 556. All right, but time will tell, and there is a significant amount of rotation going on. Okay, big overview today. I'm going to start with my Mondays this way all the time, and then we'll go much more granular as the week progresses so we can see how our predictions, and I use that in quotations, are doing and where our execution events are beginning to sit. All right, good luck today, everyone. Don't use size unless you know what you're doing. Okay, don't do it.